Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to take a look at Hasbro's Star Wars The Vintage Collection from the Jedi Fallen Order video game, the Scout Trooper. This is a 1/18 Scout action figure, and this is a card back that it comes on. You can see the artwork from the game in the background, and there's the bubble with the figure and accessories. This is VC-196. You can see the other four characters that are also available from the gaming line. Not much to see on the back here besides a bunch of legal and safety information. This makes the cards look terrible in my opinion and uncollectible as a carded collector. Here's a UPC, so that helps you find this figure. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Scout Trooper outside the packaging. So inside the packaging we got this insert. The same stuff's on the back of the card. I don't know why they even print it on the card if they're going to put it on a piece of paper like this and provide it to us. It's really frustrating for the card collecting part of the hobby. So here's our Scout Trooper outside the packaging. It's just basically a Scout Trooper that we're used to seeing over the years. Here's his black suit with his armor over top, just nothing but white armor. But what's different about this guy is he has the this harness on. It's a gray harness. We have some white panel there, a red wire over the shoulder to the back to this cylinder device on the back. It's white, gray, and black. It's not too bad. It looks kind of cool. It's alright. A bit gray there on the face. Let's take a 360 look at the character since there's not much really to see on a Scout Trooper because, I mean, it's white and black beside that harness. Give you an idea how that harness looks. This side, back. If you look at that cylinder on his back, it's pretty good. Bottom pig one is in his feet, top of his head. So for his articulation, he does look down. He does look up really good. Side, the side, really good also. 360 rotation, nice ball joint. Nice range of motion for this guy at least. For the arms, let's see what we got here. So we do have the joint, some nice range of an upward motion. That's pretty good. That's a nice, decent range there. It does rotate 360 all the way around. We have a 360 rotation at the elbow. We have a bendable elbow. Pretty good. Let's see. It's so black it's hard to see through the camera where the joint is on this guy. Okay, there you go. So for the wrist, there's no, wrist joint up, down, left, and right, or all around ball joint. It's in the glove here. So the glove turns. So you have no articulation in the wrist. That's kind of unfortunate for a vintage collection figure. We do have some diaphragm here, like a crunch, back, side to side. This harness isn't too tight to hinder that articulation at least. That's really tight. Do have a joint there to give a split, but it's all far that wants to go. I'm gonna have to heat it up, and then of course you probably have to you got to turn that little joint up in there to get him to sit, and then rotate the knees to get him to sit. You just have this gap between his legs. Like this. See if I can get these legs back down to where they need to be here. Fortunately, he got this massive gap problem. Like he's got a big old white diaper on. It's really bulky there. I think it's a little bigger than it should be, in my opinion. Die cuts, I think. Yeah. Well, maybe. No, that's just sculpting. Double jointed knees, I think. No, not even double jointed knees. Wow. That was single 90-degree knee. That block's really hard to tell through the camera. Yeah, so 90-degree knee bend. For the feet, a pivot down. Nothing up. The top of that foot hits the shin. 360 rotation. No rocker, nothing there. One thing I noticed too, unfortunately, for the accessories, you have this pistol case, which is iconic for the Scout Trooper, but there is no pistol or blaster. That's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Should have the pistol. It's not going to cost much for them to provide that. They do with every other Scout Trooper pretty much. He should have had it also, especially for being a gaming's great figure. He does have one accessory, and it is like a electro baton right here. It's just pretty much all gray. He has this electric plastic, translucent plastic, which you could remove this if you wanted to. It kind of just, oh, yeah, you can force it through if you want to, but I'm not going to bother. You get the idea of what you get. That's all you get for accessory-wise for this figure. So, guess if you wanted him to have a pistol and you have some fodder, Scout Trooper weapons or troopers you're going to get rid of, maybe hold on to one of those pistols so you can put it inside your gaming grates if you do enjoy this figure. So there he is holding the weapon. Lack of the articulation in the elbow and the wrist really give you a lack of posability for the weapon. It's an okay figure. There's better Scout Trooper figures than this, in my opinion. They could have used lack of the weapon, the lack of the articulation in the wrist. This big diaper piece is the negatives, in my opinion. It's not a bad figure. If you could get it at retail, I wouldn't pay more than retail price for this. It's more going to be a piece you stick in your shelf for a background filler for the most part, because even playability is not really much there, because I mean, you just want to whack them like that, I guess. These vintage figures are really depressing sometimes. Most of them are subpar to opening versus just keeping them carded. Then you have the ugliness on the back of the card to not make you want to collect vintage figures anymore. Sometimes I wonder if the Hasbro's trying to kill the line and kill the winning team scale because they just don't put the effort in most of the figures. There are a few figures exceptions that we've looked at that are pretty nice, but the lack of attention, like the pistol and the diaper, I mean, it's just, it's kind of disappointing. At this point, we should be getting premium winning team scale figures like we do 1/12 scale. But it is what it is, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed this review and a look at the Scout Trooper from the Gaming Greats Jedi Fallen Order. If you did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the video. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or your thoughts on the figure. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.